Hello, Jamal Rashad here, Fredericks Best Interviewer. Today I'm with Arielle Jordan. Say hello.
Hey.
So she has been in business since 2021. She has been in Fredericks since 2021. And Arielle has a 7-year-old dog named King, which is a Yorkie, but his name is King, whatever.
Yes.
Battle Lives Interview Series, episode 143. Why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's successful people who deserve to have their story told. Number two, there's people out there who need to hear successful stories so they could be inspired. And number three, to let you know you could go out there without a bunch of fancy equipment and impact your community. So just like always, each interview is right around that 10-minute mark, raw and uncut. So let's do this. So you got some books, right? All
I do.
right. So who are you? Tell the people who you are and what you do.
So I'm Dr. Arielle Jordan. I am a clinician, mental health clinician that practices EMDR for people that struggle with PTSD and complex traumas. And then I have another business, Arielle and Jordan, that is where I go into organizations and talk about mental wellness skills that they need to be better and live well.
Okay. You said EMDR.
Mhm.
What is that?
So EMDR is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. So basically, it is a trauma therapy
Okay.
that gets to like the trauma center of the brain,
Okay.
and it helps you move forward, and it's really cool.
Okay.
So we use bilateral stimulation to do that, and that could
Okay.
look like tapping or like fuzzies or
Okay.
just different ways to do it.
All right. I'm obviously not smart enough to understand any of that. But how would somebody know if they need you, if they need your service? Like,
Yeah,
what are the signs or something?
loss of joy and
Okay.
doing the things that they love to do,
Okay.
grief, they
Okay.
just life changes, any type of pain that
No.
sticks around and lingers for a little while.
Okay.
Mm.
Huh. All right. So if somebody's like having a bad day, I'm like, yo, you need to holler at Ariel, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, because therapy is wonderful, right? Like you
Yeah.
you can have a bad day and then like still benefit from processing it,
Sure.
but on a deeper level, like typically it connects to like some other stuff.
Yeah.
Our triggers tell a story.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Fair enough. And then, how do people find you? You have a Facebook.
Yeah.
You have an Instagram.
Hmm.
You have a website.
I do.
Anything else that people find you by?
No, I mean, I made it simple. If you go to my website at the bottom, it has all the other stuff.
Okay.
So you can click Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram.
All that stuff.
Hmm.
Okay. And then your website will be in the show notes. So click
Okay.
right there in the comments,
Hmm.
like, subscribe, follow, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. Do
All
you,
that
do
stuff.
you have like a newsletter that you send out too?
Hmm.
There
Yep.
we go.
You get on my email list. I send out mental wellness tips and tools and just events where I might be speaking that you can join.
Okay.
Hmm.
I love it. And then why do you do what you do? Like why this line of work?
Well, in 2014, I lost my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 months later, I lost my father, and
Mm-hmm.
then I also went through a divorce
Mm-hmm.
all in that same year.
Oof.
So, as you can imagine, it's a very dark
Yeah.
place. What I realized is that I had to keep moving forward,
Okay.
but I wanted to do it in a healthy way. So, a lot of times people choose like alcohol or drugs or anything to numb or soothe the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so, instead of going that direction, I wanted to see how to do something different,
Okay.
but I didn't know how, and I didn't have the support that I needed. So now I became who I needed
Okay.
then, and I teach people that same thing. So when they go through life's horrible events, they know how to take a step and move forward in a healthy way.
Sounds good to me. And then what was your proudest moment of last year, 2024?
I spoke at a retreat in South Africa.
Whoa. There we
Yeah, it
go.
was really cool in Cape Town, and I got to share my story and my journey
Okay.
and meet some cool South African people
Okay.
and kind of develop relationships there.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long was the flight?
Oh, 18 hours.
And then what was your lowest moment of 2024 and how did you overcome it?
um, let's see. My lowest moment. Hmm. I would say I don't know. I was thinking about this question, ahead of time,
Okay.
and I don't
All right.
have a lot of
We'll
lows.
skip it. So where do you
Okay.
want to be a year from now?
A year from
Yeah.
now, I want to be doing my own retreats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to gear up for that.
Love it. A morning routine is something you do every morning to get your day started successfully.
Hmm. Every morning I kind of wake up, thank God,
Mm.
practice gratefulness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
first thing when I wake up. And then I move forward with my routine, like brushing my teeth and carry it on,
Yeah.
whether it's like prayer or music or something like that, to just kind of give myself a little bit of an edge to feel positive.
Okay. And then do you have a book that you're currently reading or audio that you're listening to?
I just started listening to The Myth of Normal.
The Myth of Normal.
Yeah, I couldn't
Okay.
tell you who wrote
Is it
it
a
though.
podcast or like an audiobook or?
It's an audiobook.
Okay, got you.
Hmm.
Okay, very cool. And then do you have a go-to app like for your productivity or entertainment or whatever?
When I want to laugh, I go to TikTok because
Okay.
there's always something funny and it's short,
Okay.
so it doesn't require a lot of time.
Sure.
But I sometimes I'm on TikTok cracking up.
All right. Anything for productivity?
Um, Not really.
Okay.
No, I kind of just pen and paper.
Okay. I
Yeah,
got you. Old school. I love it.
yeah.
And then what advice would you give to your 25-year-old self? I know that was only 5 years ago, but what are you telling
That
yourself?
was 10
Mm,
years ago, but I would tell her keep going.
okay.
Like it might look ugly right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna get better
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna kill it in 10 years.
Okay. I hear that. And then what are you most thankful for other than family?
Other than family,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for the ability to travel.
Okay.
I've been to some really cool places,
Okay.
seen a lot of cool things, and just the ability to learn about other cultures and
Mm-hmm.
how we're different.
All right. And then as far as travel, you went to South Africa. When did
Yeah.
you go there?
Last year,
Okay. Is that the last place you went that involved a passport?
yes,
Okay.
had to think about it.
Do you have any? Do you have? I know you said you've been to a ton of cool places. Do you have a dream
Mhm.
travel place that you have not been to yet?
Yeah, I want to make it to Dubai.
Okay.
I'm always looking online to see all the cool stuff there
Okay.
and just want to get in there and explore it.
All right. I hear that.
Mhm.
When do you plan on going?
I
When are
was
we
thinking
doing
about
this?
going this year,
I think you
actually.
should. I think you should do it this year.
I'll plan it out.
Where's the favorite place that you've been to so far?
South Africa has my heart for
Okay.
sure. Outside of that, oh, I loved Bali.
Bali.
Bali was beautiful and peaceful.
Okay.
Yeah,
My niece went to Bali. She was working from home and she could just like she would do like an Airbnb and she would just
I love that.
I was like, dude,
You get a lot for your money in Bali.
good for her.
Yeah, and then I did the on the way there, I did the Korea stop,
Okay.
Bali. Then we went to Malaysia because it was like a 3 hour flight.
Okay.
And then on the way back, we stopped in Singapore. So it was cool. We did like the layovers that were 23-hour
Oof.
layovers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good for you. And then anything exciting in 2025 that you're looking forward to, either inside of work or outside of work?
Traveling is
Okay.
always exciting. I know at the Frederick Chamber, we have a veteran success committee. So
Okay.
on the 28th of this month, we are doing a the mental edge where we're kind of helping some veteran business owners
Okay.
be successful in their business with like their mindset.
Okay.
Mhm.
All righty. And then when is that going to be?
That's next week, the
Next
28th.
next week. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, this will hopefully the event went good because your interview will air after that.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. And then
yeah.
life goals like scuba diving, skydiving, learning a second language, anything cool like that that you want to accomplish?
um, hmm.
Hmm. All right. While you
I
oh,
guess just continuing to like learn other cultures.
okay.
So maybe the language can be embedded in that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Any culture that you're like fascinated by? Or not maybe not fascinated, but like a culture that you really, really appreciate.
I really appreciate just learning about South African culture.
Okay.
One of the things I learned was that some of the kids growing up know 8 languages already.
What?
Yeah, like little kids know 8 languages, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I know one and a
Interesting.
half.
Okay. And then speaking of culture, you also said that you do well with creating team cultures
Hmm.
for like I guess businesses,
Yes.
right? How do you do that?
I go in, we talk about mindfulness,
Mm-hmm.
interpersonal relationship skills,
Okay.
regulating emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and assertive communication. And I kind of structure it in a program,
Okay.
give them the program, and then usually they see results of improvement.
I like it.
Hmm.
All right. So last question is, who is the mentor that you spoke to most recently?
I spoke to a lot of mentors when I went to Disabled American Veterans Boot Camp.
Mm-hmm.
We had like mentor speed dating.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them but one sticks out named DeAndre Nixon.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, you need to think bigger. Like, this is what you're doing. If you have a team, you can grow it, way further than you think. So
Okay.
he sticks with
DeAndre
it.
Nixon.
hmm
Is he in Frederick?
No, he's not. He's in Ohio.
Oh, he's not going to be on the interview series.
I'm
But what's up,
sorry.
bro? How are you? All right. So thank you for hanging out with us today.
Yeah,
You could get the books at the website.
you can. Yeah,
Okay.
and on Amazon.
And Amazon. All right. So
Mhm.
we'll put all those links, all the fun stuff in the show notes. Go out there, show some valor.
Valor.
You
Okay,
gotta spread it.
did I do it?
Yeah. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Bye. That's it.
All right.
We're done.